So we come now around this table of many blessings, and we sit with our brother and sister Muslim, Hindu and Sikh, Baha'in, Wiccan, pagan, Jew, Christian, all faiths and none. We sit at this table. It's a table of light. It's a table where we share love. It's a table where we come upon all that is beautiful and sacred. And we come as we are, a beloved child of God. So let us affirm within our being, I am a beloved of God. I am a child of the Supreme, and I am loved. I am loved. And regardless of my many mistakes, my indecisions, my own personal wrongdoing, I am loved. Because I was born to be a co-creator of the Supreme. So we sit at this table of many blessings. We sit in a reverential silence, and we allow the spirit of the four winds, we allow Gaia, our beloved Earth Mother, with the company of heaven, to join us, to come with us, and to listen to what they are saying to our heart. So let us just quietly reflect for a moment on who we are and why we are here. And in these quiet moments, let us acknowledge our woundedness. Let us name it, bless it, and release it. And if there is anxiety, if there is personal trauma, anger issues, disappointment, failure, rejection, let us name them. Let us bless them. And let us release them from our being, from our heart, and any unforgiveness from our mind. So that at this table, where we sit in the presence of God, we know that we are forgiven. And we know that we are accepted because of who we are, a child of love. Not a child that's been called to be enslaved to guilt or to fear. And it is not the will of the Supreme that we live in such fear of Him. It is the will of the Supreme that we be free. Free from prejudice, from bitterness, free from hate. We cannot say we love God, we love the Supreme, we love the Prophet Jesus, Muhammad, the Lord Buddha, Gandhi, Ganesh, Krishna, Vishnu, if we hate our brother or sister. And we know that we cannot sit comfortably at this table in the presence of a loving God when we nurture fear and hate for a brother or sister of a different color, a different lifestyle choice, or a different belief. Because God the Supreme is love. And where there is love, there is light. And in that light, we are empowered to forgive ourselves, to forgive ourselves for our silliness, our stupid ways, our egotistical ideals, our utter selfishness, and to come as one called by God to sit in the presence of light. So let us sit in that light. And let us visualize now that we are one around this table. Black, white, Christian, non-Christian, Jew, Hindu, Muslim, male, female, disabled, able-bodied, heterosexual and homosexual, drug addict, prisoner, prostitute. We are all a child of God. And how we choose to live our life is our responsibility. And we know that we are made in the image and likeness of God. And God said that all that He had made, He found it to be good. So let us not condemn and judge unfairly. Let us leave judgmental issues to God, for God can see the heart. All we can see is what others show us. We are now in the presence of God. We are now in the presence of unconditional love. And I ask the Cosmic Christ to bless this session, for it is for the glory of God, for peace in the world, and for the salvation of all souls, and for our highest good. And I ask the Cosmic Christ to speak to each of us now, to speak to our hearts. But first, let us ask the Cosmic Christ, who has risen, to speak to us personally, to speak to us as an individual, rather than send us a generic message. Let Him speak to each one of us, for we are valued and we are loved. And there is no greater love than to be loved by God. So let us ask. Let us ask the risen Cosmic Christ to speak with us, so that towards the end of this session, when we ask Him to touch us, we will know His healing, and we will know His love. So let us reflect just for a moment. I am guided now to read this to you, my dear brothers and sisters. There is a mighty battle going on for control of your mind. Heaven and earth intersect in your mind. The tugs of both spheres influence your thinking. I created you with the capacity to experience foretastes of heaven. When you shut out the world and focus on my presence, you can enjoy sitting with me in the heavenly realms. This is an incredible privilege reserved for precious ones who belong to me and who seek my face. Your greatest strength is your desire to spend time communing with me, like now. As you concentrate on me, my spirit fills your mind with life and peace. The world exerts a downward pull on your thoughts. Media bombard you with greed, lust, and cynicism. When you face these things, pray for protection and discernment. Stay in continual communication with me wherever you walk, whenever you walk, through the wastelands of this world. Refuse to worry, because this form of worldliness will weigh you down and block awareness of my presence. Stay alert, recognizing the battle being waged against your mind. Look forward to an eternity of strife-free living reserved for you in heaven. That extract was taken from a beautiful little book by Sarah Young called Jesus Calling. And that was one of the reflections for the day. So let us hear those words. What is the Master, the Lord Christ, saying to our heart? He's not asking us to go on a campaign of fear. He's inviting us to discern the path we are on, to protect it, to nurture it, to be mindful of the influence of the media, TV, the iPad, the iPod, the internet, and not to get sucked into the negativity, and not to allow our heart become suffocated with its drama. Let us use everything wisely, and let it be for our highest good, and our highest good alone. Let us not become engaged or embroiled in curiosity, for we know, jokingly, that curiosity killed the cat. But here I want to share with you a real message from the Cosmic Christ, channeled from his very lips 3 years ago. And I would like to share them with you now. And this is what the Barefoot Galilean says to your heart. And it shall come to pass that there will walk the earth those whose purpose is of the divine, those who in my name stand in pure splendor, those whose hearts radiate love of the highest nature. And they come as armies of gold, armies of old, numberless and incessant, and they shall remove all trace of hatred. Sorrow shall cease, and none shall know its name. They will instigate right relationship. They will oversee the creation of a new world. Paradise lost will be found in the hearts of mankind. All that has been shall cease. Ego shall have its last breath. Greed will be unknown, for all needs will be met. And so will I communicate the good news to all my dear ones, to give hope and joy, to give comfort to the distressed. For many courageous souls have incarnated to be here at this time, to bring their gifts of grace and truth, to radiate qualities of love and light that would show the way. For there is great need. A spark of light from one is all that may help another to become brave and will add to that light, until all becomes as an enchanting sea of light. A light that will enable others to become aware. And this is the embryo that will grow and will birth itself. For as my children unites in oneness, they will know me, and I will know their hearts. And you will tread your paths with courage. You will tread your paths with those of the light, and all will be revealed. Yes, all will be revealed. Come, dear child, be still. Be still and hear others, for they too need to express. Let us now reflect on those precious words which are truth. They are truth. And in their truth, let us just connect with the healing energy of those words. And to help us, let us imagine that we are sat under a very old oak tree, and the sun is shining, and we are rested, we are relaxed. And all around us we can hear and sense nature singing, rejoicing, celebrating. And just walking by us is a young man and woman, carefully administering many blessings as they walk, because you can see light flowing from them. And you ask Gaia, who are they? And they overheard you asking, and they come back. I am the Christ, and this is Magdalena, my beloved. Allow us sit with you. Allow us break bread together with you. And as you sit, you watch his hands produce a small loaf of unleavened bread from his satchel, And Magdalena places a silk cloth on the ground, and the birds come and they sing a beautiful melody. And the Christ takes the bread and he lifts it up and he says, Mary, Miriam, this is my body, which I give to you. Take and eat. Take and eat. And into your sacred hands he places a piece of the bread. And you eat. And suddenly you are filled with the healing touch of the cosmic Christ. And you begin to sway like you've never swayed before. There are currents of energy flowing around like a telephone exchange. And they are releasing particles of light into every part of you. And you can hear the angels singing the great Alleluia. And there is a peace now. It is a perfect peace. And with every in-breath that you breathe, you are breathing in the very breath of the healing energies of the cosmic Christ. And he is touching you right now. Feel his love. And know that you are loved. And suddenly you open your eyes and they've gone. But before you is a note. Call on me. When next you are troubled and your heart is heavily laden and you feel your back is to the wall, call on me. I am there. I am there for you because I know on a deeper level you are there for me, in the marginalized, those whom society rejects as having no self-worth, no value. But in God's kingdom, they are the walking saints. They are the holy men and women of God who demonstrate the karma of God, the peace of God. And when you do good for those who through no fault of their own are in a place of need and want, your life will be touched, whatever you do for them, for you do it for a beloved God. And as Jesus said, whatever you do for these, the least of my children, you do for me. So take these words, take this feeling, and take the piece of bread left over, bring it home, and imagine this moment, and share this moment, and have some more of the sacred bread when you are feeling dispirited, and know that you can never say again, I am alone. Be at peace. Be at peace now. And sense the peace of God, which is not found in Armani or Gucci, good as those labels are. The peace of God is found in the desert, where we each have to go in order to shed surplus baggage, in order to receive a greater prize, and know that we are a beloved of God. And with this sacred candle and this light that represents the Christ light, I bless you. The blessings of heaven, the blessings of earth, the blessings of sea and sky be in your heart and on all those whom you love and meet this day. And we call on Brother Sun and Sister Moon to bless you as you make your way to the Supreme. Namaste, Shalom, Inshallah Paxet Bonum, Om Shanti, Solo de Caritas, peace. And remember, you are peace. I am peace. We are peace. Until we meet again.